So another friend of mine has a question that is very long and not too long. He's just mixing a lot of things. Uh, Let us read what he wants to know about it again. Uh, you know what? If you choose to proceed in this journey of bodybuilding, muscle building, strength training, whatever, at some point in your life ahead, you're going to remember what you used to, what stuff you used to do, and you're going to laugh about it. There's no shame in it. I've done a lot of stupid things myself. I've actually done this thing that you were mentioning about shoving the dumbbells into the bag or shoving any kind of weight that you can. I even lifted those LPG cylinders, those 30, 32 kg cylinders. I used to do those rows and shit. But it worked for me as well. It's not like it doesn't work. So before I get on to your question, I want you to understand something. What really matters is your approach, how you're approaching these things. You know, uh, if you're targeting your just one or two of your body parts, you just want to have good biceps, good chest, and at some point in your life, you're going to realize, oh, I missed this body part of mine, or I lack the developments in some other area. I lack the size and the detailing in my back, my legs and my thighs. My upper body looks huge, but when I get my pants off, my legs are just like stick thin. You know, so this is what I want to suggest you before I get on with your question. Do not target just one or two body parts. Take your body as a whole. You know, improve, strengthen, and work on each and every body part, not just your biceps or your chest. You might get a short-term benefits on it. You might get a little bit of size or whatever. But if you plan it for long term, you want to look good, or you want to feel strong, no, doing biceps, chest alone, this is not going to work for you. Work on each and every body part: shoulders, your deltoids, your trapezius, your back, your thighs. Thighs are, by the way, really important to work on, especially your compound movements like squats, and not just on thighs. You have various compound movements that are essential, that I feel are really important when you're starting up, which includes your squats, includes your deadlifts, your benches. If you're not going to the gym, if it's for some financial reason, then that's up to you. But if you can, you should rather go to the gym. Even if you can't, you can do a lot of body weight exercises. What I mean by body weight exercises is the force that's restricting you becomes the weight of your own body. For example, when you do those wide grip pull-ups, or even the closed grip ones, you're lifting your own body weight. You know, there's no dumbbells, there's no barbells. You're lifting your own body weight. Similarly, when you kneel down on the ground and to do those push-ups, you are going down and pushing your own body up. You know, you're utilizing your force to lift your own body weight up. So these are certain your body weight exercises. Some include pushing, some include pulling. They're going to actually work just as well. Depends on how you go for it. So yeah, if you want to get on to some bodyweight exercises, I can make a few videos for you, making a pattern or a set of exercises for to target each and every body part. And actually, you can look for so many other guys, so many experienced professionals and YouTube guys that have explained a lot of bodyweight exercises that you can do. Besides that, I want you to understand this one thing, the basic principle of bodybuilding or the growth of the muscles. What you actually do is you cause damage to your muscles. Yes, this is exactly how. This is the basic fundamental of muscle building, the increase in the size of muscles. What happens is when you put so much of stress on your muscles, you're actually damaging them, tearing them apart. You're lifting the heaviest weight. You're working out with a lot of intensity. This is the key word. Your workout needs to be intense. Now, what I mean by intensity is not to just lift the heaviest fucking weight just to break yourself up. No. What I mean by intensity is the exercise that you're doing. It should be felt by your muscles. For example, if you have a barbell rod, you're doing those curls for your biceps. Now, what you would notice yourself when you go to the gym is a lot of guys, they're doing this. They're utilizing their hips, their thighs, their waist to push this weight up. Now, this is obviously way beyond that they can lift. They cannot lift by their arms themselves. So what is actually happening here is the weight is being lifted by momentum. If you have studied science, if you know this, if you know a little bit about momentum, this happens. You're actually giving it a velocity, a thrust on your own. You're not lifting it. You're not making your muscles work. The weight is being lifted by the thrust you're providing through your hips, through your thighs, and your waist. So yeah, what I wanted you to understand is that the weight you use should be so much that the body part that you're doing, like the biceps in this barbell example, your only body part should be utilized to lift it. Your hands stay right at the side, and you just utilize the effort of these biceps. No other thing gets involved. Your hips, your thighs, nothing moves. Now, this is what I mean by intensity. When you're doing this, your exercise this way, it should feel heavy to your muscles. The weight should be so much that you can go beyond 8, 10 to 12 reps. There's no hard and fast rule that you just have to do 10 reps, you just have to do 8 reps. But this is the range, Although, as you go on and have some experience in it, you'll find out various different approaches to it. You'll find some high rep movements, but since you're just starting off, you're focused on the growth of muscles. This is all you should be focusing on, and this applies to each and every exercise. Not just your biceps or your chest. So I hope my message is clear as to how you should approach your exercises, how you should be focused about intensity, getting your form right, actually utilizing the muscle. A lot of people don't get results simply because they're not utilizing the muscles for which the exercise is made. They're utilizing a ton of different other body parts to lift that weight up. It's not going to help you. Now, yeah. The other thing, I mentioned compound movements. Why I mention them is because they help to build a foundation. They involve working off a lot of muscles. It's not just working on one or two muscles. Your deadlifts, for example, they're good for a lot of things. For your lower back, for your shoulders. They work on a lot of things. They even work on your forearms. yeah, include compound movements, include squats. Squats are uh, the most important thing to do, according to me. I feel this way. I was really ignorant towards the legs myself, but if you knew you're getting the right advice, you should start off the right way if you want to. I didn't do it because I was unaware. I didn't really care to know about this, but I got to know later on how important the squats are. Uh, as you might be knowing, that the male hormones, testosterones, they're responsible for not just your sexual functions, but they're responsible for the growth as well. And obviously, you got these testes down here. When you do those squats, they're also going to stimulate those testosterones. You will have at least a certain increase in your testosterone levels when you start doing the squats, and go as deep as you should. A lot of people just do half movements, or use too much weight that they can't even go 90 degrees. Look up for how you should do it, or if you want me to explain, I'll explain a lot of these movements to you in some videos later on. But that's what I wanted you to understand. Do not focus on one or two different body parts. If you don't have weights, you can utilize whatever your approach is. Throw some bricks in your bag, but adjust the weight accordingly. Like I said, you should. The weight with which you can do your movements accordingly, perfectly. So get on to the right approach, and when you get used to these things, set some mini goals for yourself. What I mean by mini goals is have some targets for yourself. Like in this period of time, I want my lift to reach from this point to this point. Have a partner if you can. Do exercises within the safe limits. Do not try to push beyond a certain limit, so that you collapse and the weight fall down on your face. Stuff like that. Just be safe. Try to stay away from injuries, and approach your workouts the right way. Hope I answered some of your queries. I will try to explain a lot of other things if I can. If you want to know about them, message me about them. I will get back on to them again. Okay? Good luck with your training. Well, that's it.